The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by Lifeguard Imaging.
Coming up on Bloom, a high-intensity workout you can do in the comfort of your home.
Down, looking good. You
Looking
working,
good.
working.
I'm trying to keep up
down.
with you.
You doing? I'm trying to keep up with you. I need to slow you down. Here we go.
And how to create boundaries with your kids home from college.
A lack of privacy, a lack of personal space. And now when college students come home, we have to start thinking about, oh, well, there's added responsibilities.
Plus, we're cooking up a cure for pediatric cancer. We'll have all that and more as Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, starts now. I'm Fair and Hip. Welcome to Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging. Gayle is off today, but you'll still see her in some previously recorded segments. Healthline is out with a report saying preventative screenings and lifestyle changes make it possible to improve your heart health. And in Tampa Bay, we are lucky that our area is one of only 7 in the nation where people have access to innovative technology that scans for heart disease and hundreds of different forms of cancer in the earliest stages. It's been reported that 1 to 3 lives are saved every day here in Tampa Bay thanks to this scan. So joining us now from Lifeguard Imaging is the Vice President of Business Development, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer and NFL great Martine Gramatica, along with his sister, teacher Brianna Gramatica, to tell us more about a special program for educators. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Martine, I'm excited you brought someone fun from the family here with you this time.
I did. She's in charge of taking care of my younger brother now, you know. So yeah. So now we're stuck with Bree. No, I'm just kidding.
Bree, I'm excited to talk to you. Martine, we will start with you though, because educators mean so much. They pour out their heart and soul teaching the next generation. So what is it that Lifeguard Imaging is doing now to make sure that they're helping educators too?
Well, we want to thank our educators because they are educating our future. These young kids are our future, and they are so busy during the school year. And then when they go home, if they have their families, they have to take their kids to sports. So they really don't have time to take care of themselves. So that's why we're encouraging them to come in during the summer because they have a little more time. But that doesn't mean they can't come in throughout the year. They can come in at any time. And we have a special program that we've designed for educators just to say thank you for everything they do for our youth.
Wow, and why is Lifeguard Imaging so passionate about helping our educators?
Well, like I said earlier, they're educating our future, and we want to make sure that they can take care of themselves because, you know, that's the thing. When the school year starts, they're so busy with being in school all day and then taking care of their families that they really don't have time to take care of themselves. So that's why when we came up with this program, we wanted to say thank you for everything you do for our youth.
Wow. And Brianna,
Yes.
you're as a teacher, you have some firsthand experience of all that educators are up against. What does it mean to you to know that there's a program that's out there designed to specifically help you?
I'm super grateful. Martine has been an advocate for this program for a very long time. So the fact that I have it in my backyard and access to it, I'm grateful because, like he said, it's busy, busy, busy when the school year's here, which I love, but you also have to take time to think about yourself. And with Lifeguard Imaging, it's early detection. You know, it's kind of giving me peace of mind to know that everything is okay because it's not just about me anymore. It's about my kids and my husband and my family and friends. So you just want to look out for yourself and hope for the best.
Wow. And in your experience with Lifeguard Imaging, was it a more comfortable situation than maybe you expected going into it?
Absolutely. I remember calling Martine and my sister-in-law, and I was like, I'm so nervous. I really was. I was sweating. And when I got there, I really calmed down. It was a great experience. They were very sweet, talking me through everything, making me feel comfortable.
That's
and
great.
then, you know, when you get your results, you hope for the best, and you hope for everybody that goes there that they have what they need to learn about the program and about their health and everything. But it really was a great experience. I'm thankful for.
That's awesome. Martine, what would be your best bit of advice, or why would you tell people to go ahead and call today?
Well, the biggest thing is if something's going on in your body, you're going to know. So you rather know early and not when it's too late. And heart disease and cancer are known as the silent killers. They don't have to be that anymore because we can detect heart disease, and we can detect cancer at an earlier stage, where our patients are having, success in surviving with a much higher percentage, but more importantly, with good quality of life, eliminating the chemos and radiation. So that's why come in when you feel well, because I get that a lot from friends. Oh, I feel fine. I don't need to do that. I feel good. And I'm like, that's when you want to come in, because if something's going on, we're going to catch it early.
Wow, that's great advice, and I'm so glad that you've been able to share your story. And now we got Brianna's story and all that you're doing for the educators. My mom was an educator too, so I think that's awesome. Thank you so much.
No, thanks for having them, and I'm happy because now I have peace of mind that my sister-in-law and my brother are fine, so that even for us, it's nice to know that they're doing fine, and the scan has proven that.
That's perfect. All right, thank you both so much for being here today. And you can call today. Right now, the number is 813-582-5222, or you can visit lifeguardimaging.com and you'll receive a Bloom special offer. That's a free heart scan when you mention Gayle or Bloom. It's a $599 value, so call today. It's 813-582-5222 for this special offer. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Lifeguard Imaging.
You're watching Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection. Call now, 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today.
Welcome back to Bloom. From learning to communicate better to making a commitment to spend more quality time together. Strengthening relationships takes time and effort. Joining me now with more from Happy Counseling is licensed psychologist Dr. Stacy Schechner. So happy to have you here. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, and I am so glad to be here after a long time of taking off and having my own daughter. So
yeah, well, we needed to have you back because this is such an important topic for any relationship, really.
Yes.
Relationships, they take work. It is what it is. What are some tools that people can implement to maybe strengthen the bonds of them and their partner?
the first thing that I would suggest is when you wake up in the morning, take note of what's going on with you. Take note, did you get a good night's sleep? Do you have things on your mind? Do you have a stressful day ahead, or did something happen yesterday? Before you relate to your partner, to your child, or someone getting their newspaper on the lawn, figure out what's going on with you so that you know how you're going to come across to your family. And think about, how am I going to come across to my family? If I'm grumpy or if I'm tired.
Yeah, we have to be honest with ourselves. And
Yes.
you've mentioned before about being real with your authentic self. Talk to me a little bit more about finding, identifying our authentic self.
So when you realize, okay, this is where I am. I may have a tone with my daughter this morning. I may have a tone with my husband this morning. I think you can then verbalize to them, hey, this is what I'm going through. I'm not sure where you are. What are you going through? We may not be able to communicate as effectively, calmly, or lovingly today, but at least we understand that it's not to have a fight. It's not to ruin our day, but we can understand what we're going through, and that makes the communication more effective in and of itself.
All right, I've heard you mention the word communication
Yes.
several times
Yes.
already. So let's unpack that a little bit.
Yes.
How do we go about having the conversations to initiate and to let someone know this is how I'm feeling right now?
The most important thing is to take ownership and accountability. Use your I statement. Say, I'm feeling this about what happened, what I observed you do, if you're upset about something. Don't say you did this or you caused me this. Don't put blame. It sets the other person on the defensive and makes them want to be reactive. You want to problem solve. You want to think about what's the end goal. You love this person. Do you want to have a fight, or do you want to come to a resolution? So again, take ownership. I feel this way. Someone can't argue with that. Now, as your partner, whoever's listening to the I statement, you want to try to do active listening. So what I hear you say is this. This is how you feel. Instead of just going into a defense about, I did this, you wanted me to do this. Try to actively listen to your partner or your child and repeat what they're saying. So that's the first few steps of what you need to do.
I really like those. And it sounds like something that I believe firmly. Speak the truth in love. You can
Yes.
find a loving way to get your point across. Does it differ when you're talking to your spouse versus when you're talking to your kids? And what's the tone that we should approach with them?
I actually don't think so. I think to anyone in life, if you can't find it in your heart to sit and talk in a calm, loving manner, then you shouldn't talk. I've said millions of times to my patients, there's your amygdala where your emotions are and your frontal lobe where your IQ is. If you're upset, you need to not be talking. You need to take a step back. You need to cope with your feelings and calm down and go, I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to create a drama. I don't want my daughter to sit and cry. How can you first calm down and then think about what you want to say and then go and have the discussion? But when you're triggered and when you're reactive and hurt, angry, upset, anxious, that's not the time to be communicating effectively and trying to solve a problem.
Yeah, any one of those emotions can heighten the situation
That's
that you're
exactly.
already dealing with. So you mentioned the big C word, communication. I'm going to say another C word, compromise.
Yes.
How do we tackle finding a way to compromise?
Absolutely. So, you're in a dynamic, you're in a relationship, you're not living life by yourself. It can't always be your way when you get to have a family. So it's like, do you want to be right and get your way? Or do you want to compromise and have a wonderful family environment? So you can express what you want, then you can also hear what they want, and you have to come to a compromise. I don't call it a sacrifice, because a sacrifice,
Why not?
yeah, because people say, oh, I'll sacrifice. Then you get resentment because I sacrificed this for you. I sacrificed this for you. It's a compromise. You get to be with another person. You get to have a child. Those cannot be sacrifices, because might as well then just be by yourself. It's a compromise that you love these people in your family. You want them to be happy and you want to be happy. So you come to a solution that meets everybody's needs.
Wow, okay, so this is what we can do to improve ourselves and what we present to our family. How do you get the rest of the family to get on board?
Well, yeah, I think that's a great question, actually, a fabulous question, because sometimes people are going to want to not be on board, right, and do their own thing. I would say you have to role model it. Okay, so you have to role model your I statements, role model coping skills, role model calmness. But also, if they're upset and they're not taking the time to cope with their feelings and they're yelling or they're anxious and frustrated with you, you can say to them, hey, I see that you're frustrated. I hear that you're angry. Acknowledge them and then say, I do want to help you and us solve this problem, but I think now we need to take a step back and go watch a funny movie or go do 50 push-ups or go do something, and then we can have the conversation. So I think by acknowledging and not fighting back and not getting drawn into it, in that way we can help them get on the program.
I like that. All great advice. I don't know if I could do the 50 push-ups part of it.
Yes.
I like your advice. Thank you so much for being here,
You'll
Doctor.
take a bubble bath.
There you go. That's
Thanks
my
for
tip.
having me.
De-escalate the situation.
That's
We
right.
appreciate it. We'll put all of this advice for you on BloomTampaBay.com. And still coming up, a high-intensity workout that you can do at home. We'll be right back.
You're watching Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection. Call now 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today.
The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by Dr. Pachulik Wellness and Weight Loss.
Welcome back to Bloom. With beach weather back, everyone wants to look good in their swimsuits, and so many are looking to lose weight. Joining me now to talk about the popular and powerful weight loss injectables is internal medicine physician Dr. Kevin Pachulik. It is so nice to have you on Bloom.
Hi, thank you, Gayle, for having me.
So, man, doctors are saying this is one of the best things to happen in the world of medicine for decades now. Can you tell us more about this class of weight loss drugs?
Yeah, so the GLP-1 injectable medications really are changing the game of medicine, because people aren't just losing weight, it's doing so much more for your body. I see people's blood pressure get better, their cholesterol gets better, their liver enzymes get better. It does so much for your body, and just by decreasing overall inflammation in your body, people feel a lot better.
Now, it's so important, though, to work with a doctor like yourself, because you don't want to just go anywhere to grab these medications. They need to be titrated properly. They need to be someone to overlook, because it is medicine, and doctors I've talked to said it works wonders, but you need to make sure you're administering it the right way.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct, because even though it is generally well tolerated by patients, there are still some side effects and some risks that need to be monitored by a medical professional. And you have to kind of evaluate the whole person and see, are they losing weight? Is their appetite suppressed? Are they having side effects? It takes a few months to really figure out what the right dose is for each person, because everyone's different. Some people can be okay on the lowest doses, and some people need higher doses. And that's okay. We're humans. We're all different. So you really need to monitor at an individual level.
Yeah, and go to a credible doctor like you, because if you go somewhere else, you don't know exactly what you're getting. I mean, you're working directly with pharmacies. You're a physician. I mean, you know how to handle this medication.
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot of different compounding pharmacies that make some of these medications, and you do want to make sure that they're FDA approved, they're third-party tested, and make sure that what you're getting is safe. And everything we do, we make sure it is safe.
And we are seeing people lose weight, which is so beneficial for your overall health, in addition to the other benefits that we're starting to see and studies are showing and proving to be true with this weight loss drug.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just, once again, it does so much for people. I see people with autoimmune conditions, they say their flare-ups have decreased. People with fatty liver on ultrasounds, they do a repeat after about a year, and their fatty liver is gone. GI doctors are shocked that it can disappear like that, but really that's the power of these medications.
And what do patients like the most about your integrative care program?
So they like it because we do more than just weight loss medications. We look at the whole person. We do everything internal medicine, from managing blood pressure, cholesterol, thyroid conditions, as well as externally. We have a great skincare and aesthetics department that does facials, Botox, Sculptra, you name it. So by doing some of this and specialized testing to look at possible underlying vitamin deficiencies, you can really see just different issues that can arise, and we can get ahead of it with IV therapy, decreasing inflammation by focusing on gut health. So there's a lot of benefits to looking at the whole person.
Yeah, and it's really great. A doctor like you, you're looking at a patient holistically, and I think people are starting to realize that just getting a prescription and heading out the door is not the answer anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you really need to sit down and take the time to talk to someone, and that's why we have 30 to 45-minute appointments where you can really go over every single healthcare condition, because it's all related. I mean, something as simple as eczema, like a skin flare up here and there, you can fix it by improving your gut health. Like a probiotic, getting healthy gut bacteria can help decrease your inflammation, decrease those flare-ups. So little things like that, patients really appreciate that we take the time and kind of figure it all out for the root cause.
Well, I'm so glad to have you share this with our Bloom viewers. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you, Gayle, for having me.
And for more information, visit drpachalek.com and follow his Instagram at Dr. Pachalek. And we're super excited to have Dr. Pachalek, Wellness and Weight Loss, participating in our Bloom Health Expo Saturday, July 13th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. inside the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Advent Health Training Center. And we hope to see you there. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Dr. Pachalek Wellness and Weight Loss.
We're back helping you stay healthy at home, and here with a hit workout is the CEO and founder of Workout Warrior, strength and conditioning specialist Kevin Bailey. Kevin, how's it going?
I'm doing good, Farhan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You look like you're just pumped and ready to go. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. You look like you're ready to rock and roll as well.
I'm trying to keep up with you, but I want to start for helping people at home that may not know what a HIIT workout is. What does HIIT stand for?
So HIIT stands for high intensity interval training, and basically what it is, you're doing intense periods of working out for a short period of time and with rest intervals in between, or until you pass out, whichever one comes first. So yeah.
Well, let's just keep with our short intervals. How long does a HIIT workout need to be in order to make sure that you're maximizing what it can do?
Well, it can be anywhere, especially with the intensity, the amount of intensity that you put in there, anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes could be a good HIIT workout, especially depending upon how intense you're going and how long you can last and go through it.
So
Absolutely.
it sounds like this is something that would fit into people that have busy schedules, or they just need to squeeze in a workout in between something else.
Yes,
right?
it would be great for them, because again, everybody doesn't have all day to be in the gym for hours upon hours. Some people do, but most people don't. So this is something you can do to maximize your efforts and and your benefits. Also, especially if you're trying to burn fat and get your metabolism up and keep it going, this is great because not only are you burning fat during the exercise, but it keeps your basal metabolic rate up and elevated for hours after you finish doing it. So
you
great
had me
workout.
at burning fat, but if you say it's going to keep doing that even when I'm done, I like it even more.
Absolutely, it's great for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go ahead and get started. Can you show me some of the exercises or things that we can do for our HIIT workout?
Yeah, I sure can. So let's start over here. We're going to have a seat. So again, you can do this on your
I
couch.
can start by having a seat. That's
you can
part of my
start
workout.
by having feet. You won't be there long,
Yes,
but
no, we got it.
you won't be there long, but
Okay.
you can start here, and so you can do this off a chair, couch, whatever you have at home. Again, you don't need a lot of equipment, just a few things that are very inexpensive that you can work with. But what
Okay.
we're going to do is we're going to do a squat first, and again, the key is intensity. So we're going to keep our feet about shoulders width apart, and our knees aligned in the same direction as your toes, and we're just going to stand up now. You can do this for repetitions, or you can do this for a time period. We're just going to do it for about 15, 20 seconds or so, somewhere around there, or until we pass out, whichever one comes first. So again, 4, 3, 2, we're just going to stand up and down and up and down. We're going to pick up the intensity and up, down, up, yeah, down. There we go. Up, down, up, down.
All
Up,
right.
yes, down. Looking good. Oh, you're
Looking
working,
good.
you're working.
I'm
Up,
trying to keep up
down.
with
Oh,
you.
you doing it. I'm trying to keep up with you. I need to slow you down. Here we go. Down and 4. Here we go. And 9, 8, 7. Still going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go.
Oh, this is my relax. Hold
Yeah.
on. We got to sit it on back down.
Could you
Just
feel
kick your feet out a little bit.
Could you feel your
That-
quads working?
I could feel the quads, and I don't know if you could feel it, but I started slowing down towards the end of that.
Well, I'm glad you did, because
Okay.
then you didn't make me look bad. So
All
the next
right.
thing we're going to do is we're going to do what's called jump squats. So again, we just did a strength training, so you can do a strength training exercise, then you can go into a cardiovascular exercise.
That
So,
wasn't cardio right there?
well, you got your heart rate up,
Okay.
but we'll do one here.
All right now.
Still gonna get the quads going
Okay.
here. And again, we're gonna just squat in here, and then we're gonna jump. And it's gonna make it short so we can do it quick.
Okay.
So 4, again, I got the clock, 3, 2, 1, and up, up, yeah, up, 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 yes.
All right, I'm
Quads,
getting the hang
quads.
of this.
Good, looking good, faring good, looking good. Should feel some amazingness coming over your body.
I feel something.
Yeah, it's amazingness. That's
It's
what it is.
amazing. This is
Yeah,
amazingness.
And 10. There we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go.
All right. Ooh.
Good, good,
I
good.
feel it.
Yes. Let's come around. Again, we still got our heart rate up.
This
We're
is
gonna
that
do a
high intensity.
high intensity again.
Okay.
You know, you can take you a few seconds.
Yeah, give me my
15.
interval. I
Okay.
got to hit the other eye in
Give you
this.
the rest period.
Okay.
Well, I was waiting on you to get a little woozy. So,
No, okay, what are we doing
so
next?
what we're going to do here is modified burpee. So sometimes if you got back issues or knee issues, it's good to modify some of these things, but you can still get the intensity out of it. So all we're going to do is we're going to put our hands here, legs are underneath you,
Okay.
your back straight. We're going to jump back here, up, and then hop.
Back, up, hop.
Yeah, hey, yeah, that hop. I saw it. I saw the hop. So I saw it. You got to look closely. So
Okay,
again, we're
our
going
director Terrance is probably laughing at me right now, but I got this. Terrance doesn't know what he's in for, right?
No, he doesn't. No,
Here
he
we
doesn't.
go.
4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going back, boom, up, and boom, up, and up, and up, and up. Oh, looking good. There you go. Rock and roll. Oh, please slow down. I got to try to keep up with you. There you
I'm
go.
keeping
And
up with
10,
you, my friend.
9, doing great. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good.
Woo!
See, that's
All
good
right,
stuff.
we got this.
Take a few seconds. Let's go ahead and grab your tubes.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
Farron,
what are these gonna do?
oh, he's gonna do some amazingness type of things for
Okay.
your biceps. We're gonna stand on top of it.
There we
Spread your
go.
feet, elbows close to your side.
Okay.
And again, we're gonna maximize the bicep muscle here. So we're not doing this, we're not rocking. We're gonna keep it right here, down, not all the way, but almost
Not all the
halfway
way.
down, and back up.
Okay, I'm ready.
4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 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 up,
All right.
up. Hey, up. Feel those guns up, up.
I like that
see
this
the
is a
gun.
full body thing, you know?
It is.
We're
It
doing
is.
arms, we're doing the cardio, we did the legs.
Oh, now we got the guns. Guns are out because the sun is out. Hey, oh, I see it, fam. Good. Yes, feel it, fam. 4,
Feel it, baby.
3, 2, 1, and relax, go. How does that feel?
Oh,
you say amazing. You say
Amazing. That's why.
Amazingness, right?
Yes.
Those biceps, no
All
arms.
over.
Yeah, it just flows. The amazing.
It does.
Oozes all over.
right,
Let's go ahead and line your back.
We only got about 30 seconds left.
Oh, we can get a quick.
We can get a quick one in real quick.
Let's grab jump rope. Let's make it exciting.
We'll jump rope until the end.
We're gonna jump rope to the end. And again, 20 seconds. And
We're
as
going
fast
to
as you
jump
go.
rope on our way out.
Yes. So
Ready?
4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Oh, you're looking good. Oh, look at it. Look at it.
You fast.
You got your Rocky going on.
All right, this is a hit workout. Y'all keep it up with me if you can. We'll share this on BloomTampaBay.com. I'm still going.
I tried to crawl.
We'll be right back.
Here we go. Here we go. Looking good.
You're watching Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging. We begin where your checkup ends. Call now 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today.
Welcome back. The transition for young adults living independently in college, then who come home for the summer, can be tricky for parents. So joining me now and sharing some very important distinctions about setting boundaries is the author of the upcoming book, The Highway to Health, Riding the Road to Better Boundaries. Anastasia Terchetta is here with us now. I'm so happy to talk to you.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, so let's just go over some of the basics. What are some of the frustrations, some of the expectations maybe that parents and young adults have that are misconceptions?
You know, it's such a great topic, and I'm sure that everybody is feeling it, from parents to students, right? But some of the expectations and frustrations are your independence, a lack of independence, a lack of freedom. You may now have in the household as a parent, you've got a disruption of routine. I mean, I don't know how you are with routine, but if I get out of routine, it's a mess.
It throws everything off.
It does.
Everything.
Even if it's just putting makeup on, I could have mascara on my eyebrows at this point if someone disrupts me, you know? So there's a disruption in routine, and that's something to be expected, but it's also to be acknowledged, right? So then there's also a lack of privacy, a lack of personal space. And now when college students come home, we have to start thinking about, oh, well, there's added responsibilities, or let's integrate house rules.
Gotcha. How do you go about identifying the boundaries that need to be set?
Farron, that is such a great question, and I think it comes from what do we expect of the student? Because when they leave the household, especially like the first year, you know, they're starting to become who they are. They're identifying, you know, who they are, their likes, their dislikes. So create an open dialogue. So what are your expectations? Then ask yourself, are they realistic expectations? And am I nurturing and fostering an open communication forum so we can all come together and decide, okay, how will we communicate? Will it be a group chat? Will it be a group chat or text? Then ask those types of questions like, hey, how do you feel about having family dinners? We missed your face. How do you feel about family dinners a couple times a week? Stuff like that to open the dialogue, and that way that goes from even chore distribution.
No, I like that. Well, but you mentioned chore distribution, so here we go. What are some of the areas? Give me examples of like household things where it makes sense. This is a good starting ground for setting a boundary.
You know, there's a list that we have to put together, and when people come home, it would be maybe privacy, curfews.
Curfews.
Oh,
that takes me back.
Right?
Oh,
it
boy.
does. I mean, you know, and consequences, what is realistic, what to expect. Come together as a family, because now you have a young adult coming back into, not a child anymore, but they have opinions also, and it's important to be heard and then come with solutions and hold each other accountable for their responsibilities. Responsibilities are task-driven. Accountability is the result of those tasks. So you might want to say for privacy, hey, we value your privacy, please close your door, and that way we know you want your alone time to decompress. We'll knock before entering, and we expect the same respect in our spaces.
That's good.
So something like that. So maybe even for curfew, be like, you know what? We know you've got your own rhythm. You like to stay up a little bit later. That's fine, but let's keep the noise level down after 10 o'clock because we all need our beauty sleep to go tackle a great work day.
That's a great way to, you know, I feel like you're validating the students' feelings along the way, and that seems like that's an important part of it, am I right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, when you said take it back, think of the things we didn't like, more restriction. This is something about a conversation and coming to where a solution is of what we can do together as a family because things are different. Re-entry is very different. You're almost like roommates now.
Yeah. How do you go about having that conversation? Does it need to be a formal sit down, or, I mean, you mentioned like certain group chats and text threads.
Yes.
Can it be doing it that way as well?
That's a great suggestion. I think whatever works in your household, as long as it is something, again, it's realistic, it's healthy. So the questions to ask are, hey, what time works for you? Are you working tonight? Would it work tonight after dinner? Maybe 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Let's have a family chat at the table, in the living room, wherever everybody can see each other. I think person to person is better.
Yeah.
And then you can go on and discuss, like, are you going to be late from a curfew? Then text me so I'm not thinking crazy things of watching crime shows, right? Something like that.
That's great. All right. Do you have any other final tips for us about having a harmonious household?
Keep it real and flexible. We mentioned compromise. Stay flexible. Positive reinforcement. Who doesn't love that? And hold each other accountable for the consequences. And that includes the parents too, because sometimes, model that behavior and just own the fact that we're here together and enjoy your time together and enjoy watching your child grow.
Yeah, because honestly, the summer only lasts for a few months. You'll be empty nesters again in no time, right?
Exactly.
That's great advice. All right, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This was fun, for sure. All right, we'll share Anastasia's advice for you on BloomTampaBay.com. But before we go to break, it is time for today's Bloom Trivia question. So, what is the oldest college mascot in the United States? Is it the Bulldog, the War Eagle, or Mike the Tiger? We'll have that answer later on Bloom. Welcome back to Bloom. It's time to cook up a cure for pediatric cancer. And joining us now is pediatric cancer warrior, Jake. Jake, so happy to have you here. And also we have celebrity chef and ambassador for the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation, Katie Chin. And she's also joined today with her daughter, Becca. How are you all doing?
We're great. How are you guys?
I love that
Doing
this
well.
is a full family affair that we have going on now.
Yep.
So, Chef Katie, what are you going to show us how to make today?
Well, Becca's going to take it away.
We're making 4th of July fruit skewer.
All right.
Just in time for the holiday.
This is perfect for July 4th. So how do we get this going?
Well, this is a cool and refreshing and very healthy snack. We're just using some watermelon, raspberries, or cherries, or blueberries, apples. You could use pineapple. You could use bananas. Oh, look how you guys have such an amazing setup over there. And some skewers or popsicle sticks. So we just thread those skewers with the fruit, alternating the fruit until we have a beautiful star-spangled kebab.
Nice. Okay, Jake, do you like the 4th of July?
Yeah, it's fun. Usually we go up to this beach like condo with my grandparents, but they recently, I think they sold it or something, so now we got to find a new place to go for that.
Oh, well, I like the 4th of July for the food too. Do you like the 4th of July kind of food?
Yeah, I love burgers.
Yeah. What about fruit? Do you get your fruit in since that's what we're working with today?
Yeah, sometimes.
So that's said more
What's your
nonchalantly.
favorite kind of fruit, Jake?
What's my favorite fruit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like pineapples. I like bananas. So those are probably my top two.
And Chef Katie, this is a type of kind of skewer or recipe we can put together that also incorporates different types of fruit, right? If we wanted to do that.
Yeah, we could like sub out like pineapples for apples or something.
Is there a particular order you're doing yours in? You start with the star, or how are you doing yours?
You know, this is, you do you. You could be as creative as you'd like. I just happen to be starting with a big star, but it's really up to you. And as Jake is saying, you can alternate with whatever fruit you'd like. I think pineapple would be great. And the wonderful thing is, this is such a healthy snack loaded with fruit, which contain obviously a lot of antioxidants and phytochemicals, which are great for your diet.
Oh,
awesome.
shoot.
How's yours going, Jake?
I think I might need a thicker apple, but we'll see. Oh, shoot.
That's okay. I know the apples can be a little tricky, so just go ahead and skip those if they're breaking, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
How's
Jake? I
yes,
think
and
yours
you know what else?
good.
You guys,
I
you
haven't
can freeze
added
these.
We can what?
You can freeze these, which make for such a refreshing snack. Because I mean, it's really heating up out there. Is it super hot there in Florida? Because we're in Los Angeles.
Oh,
you know
it is heating up a lot.
It's steamy. I hate to complain about it because I don't like being cold either, but
oh, I love being cold.
do you really, Jake? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You're one of a kind, my friend. So, Chef Katie, while we got you here, can you tell us what is the Kids Helping Kids initiative this summer?
Well, you know, I'm just such a fan of all the wonderful work that National Pediatric Cancer Foundation does to find more targeted, less toxic treatments for pediatric warriors. And if you want to go to their website, you can see all the amazing initiatives and events and activities they have going on all summer long.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And Jake, I know you were diagnosed with something at just the age of 2. What were you diagnosed with?
I had to get a bone marrow transplant. I think I had like leukemia or something.
Wow. and how old are you now?
I'm 12. I'm turning 13 in October.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, we're hopefully going to be wishing you a nice, happy birthday. It's so good to see you in good health and things like that now. And how's your skewer coming along, buddy?
Well,
I know my apple broke, my star apple.
Look how mine's.
I know that happens sometimes. But you know what? It looks amazing.
Yours looks great.
Half of it's there.
Yeah, it's like a half shining star. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Just keep on adding fruit.
Oh, I think I ran out of space.
Oh. Ta-da.
That's okay. An optional thing you could do if you want a sweeter take is you could brush these at the end with some agave.
Similar.
Oh, that's what we got here.
But I think, you know, summer fruits are peak in season right now, so they're so sweet, juicy, and delicious.
All right, Chef Katie, thank you so much for joining us. And Becca, glad that you were able to join in on the call as well. Jake, always a pleasure having you here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll put this recipe on bloomtampabay.com. We'll be back for more Bloom right after this.
Thank you. Bye.
The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by TV Bookers on behalf of Soma Mandel, MD.
Welcome back to Bloom. 75 million women are in perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause right now in the U.S., and that number is climbing every day. So joining us to discuss the unique midlife challenges with perimenopause and menopause is women's health specialist and the author of Dear Menopause, I Do Not Fear You, Dr. Soma Mandel. Thank you so much for being here today. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so let's just go ahead and dive in with this. What are some of the most common symptoms or changes within the body that people can expect when they're going through menopause or perimenopause?
The most common symptoms can be very vague. So you can be tired, you can be irritable, you can have issues with sleeping, you can have hot flashes. But a lot of this stuff, you know, a lot of women don't even realize they're having perimenopausal symptoms. So it's often, you know, best to be consulting with a doctor that can help guide you through this.
Yeah, because you mentioned being tired and being irritable, and I thought, man, that's probably been me at some point within the last week. How can people differentiate what is leading to menopause or perimenopause from just other symptoms of things in life?
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. A lot of my patients who are going through perimenopause, and I actually had this symptom, and then it dawned on me like, I think I'm having a perimenopausal symptom. It's like feeling palpitations. It's a very common thing, and women, you know, we're dealing with a lot and you don't even realize it, and palpitations can be one of them. So a lot of hormonal shifts can cause palpitations. So it's important, again, to establish care with a doctor that can help guide you through this, and obviously get testing done to make sure nothing else is going on.
Gotcha, because this can impact work, your daily routine, everything in relationships as well,
That's
right?
It can really impact those kind of things. And, you know, there's so many other things like weight gain and, you know, feeling down, mood issues that can coincide with just being in your midlife and dealing with other things as well.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of be able to distinguish what is what.
Gotcha, and I can tell that you're an expert on this, so why did you write your book? It does take a lighthearted approach to the topic.
I wrote the book because I wanted to let women know that this is a topic that they should understand, that it shouldn't be a taboo thing, that they shouldn't find themselves at a certain age being like, what is happening with me? It's a physiologic process that we go through, that women go through, and they should be able to understand the changes that happen within their own body.
Gotcha. We have less than a minute, but if there's one bit of advice that's in the book that you could share with us now, what would it be?
I think a lot of women, and I address this in my book, think that there's nothing that they can do, that, you know, that this is part of life and they just have to suffer through it. But there's so many non-medicinal as well as medicinal treatments that are available that they should not have to suffer through perimenopause or menopause.
That's awesome, and it's such an empowering resource that you are now offering so many millions, as I said in the beginning, women around the country. So thank you so much for being here today. All right, and Dr. Mandel's book is available on Amazon, and you can listen to her podcast, Soma Says, on Spotify. Also visit somamandelmd.com for more information. We'll be right back.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by TV Bookers on behalf of Soma Mandel, MD.
It's time for your Bloom Boost, health news that you might have missed. There's a lot of buzz about a new book called Reversing Alzheimer's, the new toolkit to improve cognition and protect brain health. This step-by-step guide helps Alzheimer's patients improve their overall condition of their brain. The author of the book, Dr. Heather Sandison, a naturopathic doctor specializing in neurocognitive, has a program, and at its core is a focus on exercise as one of the most important lifestyle factors in preventing and controlling dementia. Research supports this theory, showing physical activity can reduce the likelihood and progression of Alzheimer's, even at mild to moderate intensity. All right, now it's time for today's Bloom Trivia question. What is the oldest college mascot in the United States? Is it the Bulldog, the War Eagle, or Mike the Tiger? The answer? The Bulldog. The Yale Bulldog has been used since 1894. The first dog to represent the Ivy League school name was Handsome Dan. There you go. All right, I've enjoyed hosting today and wanted to let you know that you can catch Maggie Rodriguez and myself on weekday mornings at 10 a.m. on Daytime. It also comes right here on WFLA News Channel 8. We hope you'll tune in again, because on the next Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, meet a world-famous hypnotist, illusionist, and escape artist, Danny Z's, who's out with a new book to help all of us overcome our fears. And Daytime's Maggie Rodriguez is talking all things parenting in the first ever Bloom edition of Maggie and the Moms. And of course, you can tune in to Daytime every Monday at 10 a.m. for Maggie and the Moms. All right, everyone, stay healthy, and I will see you on the next Bloom.
Content segments during Bloom were paid for by Dr. Patchalik Wellness and Weight Loss and TV Bookers on behalf of Soma Mandel, MD.
Call now 813-582-5222 to schedule your scan today.